What's good, guys? It's DL saying just a quick follow up on the uh, Delta crash in Toronto. TMZ has video out of the actual aircraft on approach and landing and subsequent crash. Um, as you guys know, I'm having trouble with my studio setup. I normally run a pretty decent studio setup. I use StreamYard, I have a Rodecaster, I have a Sony ZV-1 camera, so we got like a nice camera, we got a good mixer, and we can bring up different videos. But my computer is acting up, so I'm unable to use the system. But I did want to cover this. This video, by the way, will be linked in the description below, so you guys can go and check it out at your leisure. So here's a video right here, guys, of the actual arrival and landing and subsequent crash of the Delta RJ regional jet in Toronto today. There he is on final. It touches down, and then bam, you see a little bit of fire there, smoke. Happened pretty quick, guys, and that's an approach. You see the aircraft coming on approach. This is in slow motion. You would think it's coming in pretty hot, and it touches down. Looks like a really good. When it touched down, it hit. It appeared to hit pretty hard, like a lot of force there. And if you look close, if you go back and you like go down to the link below and watch this video, you can see the aircraft come in. I don't know if there was a downdraft or some wind shear that forced that aircraft down at the last moment. I don't know if it was pilot error. I have no idea. The investigation will definitely let us know what happened there. But the aircraft hit hard. It hit hard. And if you look close, you can see what appears to be the left wing breaking off before all the dust. You can see a little bit of a fireball there. It looks like it was maybe on the left or right side. Go back and look at that, in the replay. But of course, at some point, the aircraft fuselage flipped over and came to a stop on its top. So it was upside down. So the people inside the airplane buckled up, hanging upside down. And they had to unbuckle and then lower themselves down somehow to the ceiling, which is now the ground, and work their way out. There were no fatalities. There are reports now that 4, maybe 5 people were seriously injured, critical. They're listed as critical. 1 is a minor child, but the majority of the people got out pretty much unscathed. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were a lot of bumps and bruises and stuff like that. But just wanted to get that out to you guys. I knew someone was going to come up with some footage. I thought maybe it'll be some airport footage from one of the cameras at maybe one of the ramps or something like that. But from this vantage point, can't tell if this is an airport camera or maybe someone is at the airport observation area and was just watching the airplanes land. Maybe someone has a GoPro set up there. I don't know. I have no idea where this came from, but shout out to TMZ. They got it first. So a lot of questions, and those questions will be answered once the investigation kind of goes through and has a look at all of the equipment, what the settings were. They're going to really pay attention to the wind equipment. And luckily, there's plenty of wind equipment there at the airport. They're going to look at the wind equipment and see exactly what the winds were at the moment of touchdown. And they're going to try to figure it out. The way that aircraft came in, it just appeared to me that there could have been maybe a downdraft or something there, some wind shear that kind of pushed the aircraft down. The pilots probably wasn't expecting that at such a critical part of flight. And that impact was just enough to cause the aircraft to flip. Both wings were appeared to be ripped off. At least one wing was ripped off. I don't know if the other one was there and you can see it on the other side, but from all the pictures that I saw, I didn't see any wings, which might have been a really good thing because most of the fuel is housed in the wings. So if the wings rip away, that could be a good thing as far as fire and stuff like that. So, there you go. We'll get more information as it comes out. Hopefully I'll have my studio up this week at some point. And once I do, we'll definitely do a deep dive into this incident. We'll also be following up on the DCA incident. The accident at DCA, it took, 167 lives, I believe it was. We'll talk about both, as well as any other ATC related things that are out there. Again, I'm DL Saint. I am a retired FAA air traffic controller, over 20 years in the business. I'm also a stand-up comedian. I'm a single dad, all that good stuff. And this is the I Really Want to Know podcast. It's kind of stuff that we delve into. And a lot of people, thank you to my day ones They're like, hey, we really like your breakdowns on the aviation stuff. So we're really starting to transition into the aviation related stuff. But we talk about a little bit of everything, politics, talk about relationships, talk about all sorts of stuff. So I appreciate you, appreciate your time. Thank you guys so much. And I will talk to you soon. Peace.